I was going to start with the question for you, but I'm going to go to Brittany instead. So how does it feel being married to one of the most infamous MMA trash talkers in the world?
Not only MMA trash talkers
in general.
I mean,
it's exhausting, but I love it. I mean, I'm so used to it.
Everything's a podcast, she tells me. She tells me,
everything is a podcast. I can get him so pissed off. If he'll come home and he's just got to get a story out, and he'll go, do you want to know what happened? No.
Are you serious?
I'll just say no.
Yeah. That
oh my God. Fumes.
So what does he do then?
Fumes.
Just goes on Instagram and.
No, he'll just wait and then he'll come back, circle back around in the kitchen. Do you want to know what happened? No. I still don't want to know what happened.
Are you ready?
Oh, he'll go insane.
Yeah. We have to talk.
And
you
then
have to tell somebody.
Anyways.
Yeah, that's true. And I work a lot from home, so she'll hear the podcast or she'll see me mouthing into a mirror or practicing, and so then when it's time to sit down for dinner, she's like, "This is not a podcast. You don't have to go for 10 straight minutes. You can take a breath."
Oh, the kids when they were very little, or like car seats in the back of the car, he speaks so loud, and I mean, I go, "Honey, Daddy's not yelling at me." Like he's just got so much emotion, and so it's just like, oh my God.
How long have you guys been married?
12 years.
13.
No, it's 12, but whatever at this point.
We met in 2011.
Yes, we went in. Yeah.
January
I was 21
2011.
and he plucked me from the streets.
But I told her that day I'm going to marry you.
Yeah, you did.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Did you do the same thing?
Yeah. Well, on the third date, I told my wife. After the first date, I told my brother and his wife, I'm going to marry this girl.
That's awesome.
And on the third date, I told her, I said, I'm going to marry you, and this is where we're going to get married. And that's exactly what happened.
What did she say?
She kicked them in the groin.
Okay.
Well, we have 2 kids now, so I think she said yeah.
Well, I knew eventually she got to yes. When I told my wife I'm going to marry you on our first date, she said, that's a really creepy thing to say to somebody on your first date.
It's the weirdest.
So,
you said on the first date.
It took a little warming up. Yeah, I pointed right at her. I said, I'm going to marry you.
Actually, she was receptive to it on the third date.
Your wife was receptive.
Yeah, my wife was receptive on the third date. Because I thought when I show her, because we didn't have a traditional Armenian wedding. We did it back then, 10 years ago. Destination weddings weren't as common. And we got married at a ranch in Palm Springs.
Very cool.
So
that's
no church. Fancy. We had like one of the Armenian pastors come there and marry us from Burbank, which is, again, not a common thing. Usually Armenians would get married in church. So I thought maybe she's going to be like, I really need a church. But she was cool with it. And I was surprised a little bit, but I took it.
That's good. Yeah. It's almost a test to some degree to make sure she wants to marry you and not just have the wedding. We eloped for that. That was the final test we had as well.
But see, I was Catholic. Not famous and rich like you were at the time.
Okay.
I still am not famous or rich, but
sure. So I don't know if I was at the time. I was on probation at the time.
Yeah.
I couldn't leave it.
Here we go.
Hold on, you were on probation?
It's time to meet the parents. And the parents, we have a bridge that separates Oregon from Washington, but there's still 2 different states. So even though she's only 20 minutes away from me, she's in a different state. So when it's time to meet the parents, they line up a reservation for a lunch in the state of Washington on a Saturday. But I can't get around if I don't have written permission, and the office closes at 5:00 on Friday. So I have to explain that they need to come to this side of the bridge. And I finally explained to her, and I know like this conversation's coming sooner or later. So I told her I used to rob banks and I'm on probation. So she doesn't know what that word means, calls her father in front of me and says, you got to come to Oregon. He's on probation. And
you didn't know what probation.
No, but says it just like that. Like it's just a matter of fact, he is allergic to cheese.
Okay, I'm curious what your father's reaction was when you told him he's on probation.
Well, I come from a family of a little bit of roughnecks. Like, it wasn't.
I remember his exact words. Do you not?
No. What was it?
He said, cool. What did he do?
Oh, God. I don't know if that's good to share, by the way.
But that's the way the story happened.
God. Yeah, that is the way the story happened.
And it took a lot of pressure off me, by the way. I must tell you.
What were you on probation for?
I was robbing banks. And I've never really
you can't be serious.
been given my credit. For example, Robin Hood stole from the rich and gave to the poor. I stole from the rich and then I kept it. And I'm not saying I'm a hero, but it's half heroic. And you don't see them like resurrecting statues in my likeness and putting me on covers of comic books. Instead, they put me on probation, and I've forgiven them. I've forgiven them over time. But the Federal Bureau of Investigation does not have the greatest sense of humor.
Did you enjoy that clip? Click over here to watch the full episode and click over here to subscribe to the WiseNuts podcast YouTube channel.